What is going on, everybody? It's Alex back with another video, and today I want to take a little bit more of a dive into some of the rumors, the big rumors that we've been hearing about GTA 6 and its release date. So it seems that there are three main camps right now when it comes to when people think GTA 6 is going to release. You got a lot of people that think it's going to be coming out in 2020, you got a lot of people that think it's going to be coming out the year after in 2021, and then it seems like there's a lot of people that think it's just really far off and it's going to be 2023, 2024, something like that, where it's just really not even in the horizon. And honestly, I think it's so early, there's valuable information really backing up all three of those claims. There is solid evidence that would lead someone to assume that it would be coming out in any of these three ranges. But there's one line of thinking, one rumor in particular that seems to be surfacing a lot. A lot of people are coming to me talking about this, saying that it's going to be coming out at this time because of this reason, and I really want to talk about it because I just don't think it's true at all, and I can kind of back it up with some information. So the rumor that I'm talking about is that a lot of people think that GTA 6 is going to release on current gen consoles, the PS4 and the Xbox One, right before the next gen consoles release. Now this may sound kind of crazy to a lot of you guys, but it's really not that crazy considering that's exactly what they did with GTA 5. The thing is that Rockstar kind of has a formula down for releases and everything like that, and they tend to kind of follow these patterns. For example, I was staying really up to date with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 prior to its launch, and there were so many comparisons to the release of GTA 5. I mean, people were literally predicting very accurately when the next trailer was going to come out, what that next trailer would show off, simply because it's exactly what they did with GTA 5. All of the trailers, everything that was in the trailers, the release date, the delays, everything was textbook exactly what they did with GTA 5, and it worked out very well. So since it's very clear that Rockstar is used to following these patterns and these schemes, it would kind of make sense and it would point in the direction they could be taking a note from what they did with GTA 5. That, of course, being releasing it on current gen consoles right before the next generation consoles come out, and then eventually bringing them over to the next generation consoles. So let me give you some dates to further prove what I'm talking about. So GTA 5 released September 17th, 2013 on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. However, the PlayStation 4 released just 2 months later on November 15th, and the Xbox One only a week after that on November 22nd. This means that GTA 5 released 2 months before the next generation consoles, or what we now call them, the current generation consoles. A lot of people thought this was really strange, and honestly, it was kind of awkward for a lot of people. I mean, I was an Xbox user at the time, so I had GTA 5 on my Xbox 360, but I'd basically already moved over to the Xbox One. So I had an Xbox One for all of the games I played, and then I had the 360 to still play GTA from time to time. It was just really weird. A lot of people were really confused as to why they did this. I mean, why not just wait until the next generation consoles come out? But then on November 18th, 2014, they released it on the current gen consoles. There was no backwards compatibility, there was no anything. You had to purchase the game again, which means me and millions of other people that love the Grand Theft Auto 5 game end up having it at least 2 times. I mean, I had friends that had it both on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 and then upgraded to the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, so they ended up buying it at least 4 times. But especially since they kind of stopped updating it on the past gen consoles and really made it a current gen console game, most people that played GTA 5 play it on the current generation consoles, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Obviously, the reason they did this was for money. They knew that if they released it on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, that millions and millions of people would buy it, and of course, they were correct. Millions of people bought it. It broke records on its launch. But they also knew that the game would play significantly better on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, so they wanted to resell it to all those people, and again, everything worked out according to plan, and everybody moved over, bought it on the current gen consoles, and everyone seems to love it. To the layman, it probably just seems like awkward marketing that they would release a game so close to the next generation consoles, but honestly, this was meticulously planned out, and it worked perfectly. This strategy made them millions and millions of dollars. So going back to the rumor, because of all these details, a lot of people think that they're going to do exactly what they did with GTA 5 with GTA 6. The timing seems to line up, relatively decently, at least. We'll get into that at the end of the video, but honestly, it's not that illogical of thinking. Like I said, I've had numerous people, come into my streams, come into my DMs and stuff like that, and basically tell me this, that, hey, the game is going to come out right before the next generation consoles because that's what they did in the past. All the timing lines up. Everything seems to be pointing in this direction, right? Well, that's the reason I'm making this video, because there's one blatant thing out there, one really, really big problem to this line of thinking, and that is simply backwards compatibility. It's already confirmed that next generation consoles will have backwards compatibility, which means if you have a physical disc of GTA 6, assuming it comes out before the next generation consoles, and you have a physical disc for GTA 6 on the current gen consoles, that means you would just be able to plug it in and play when the next generation consoles come out without having to purchase the game again. I don't think it's been confirmed, but there's strong indication that it'll also be digital backwards compatibility as well, meaning that your game's library would carry over to the next generation consoles as well, as long as you're signed into the same account at least. Meaning that once again, you wouldn't have to buy the game again to play on the next generation of consoles. So if you're following what I'm saying and comparing it to the rumor that we've been talking about in this video, you see that it kind of destroys that line of thinking. Again, I have just as much information as you guys have on the release date. We literally have no solid evidence. So for all we know, the game could be releasing in 2020 and it could be releasing right before the next generation consoles come out. But it seems very unlikely to me, and it seems absolutely impossible that the reason they would be doing that is so they can sell multiple versions of the game, simply because they wouldn't actually be selling multiple versions of the game whatsoever. But I do have to give some credit to the people that brought me this rumor, because these are people that are actually thinking about what's going on and trying to project a release date and actually using a logical line of thinking. It seems that most people that talk about rumors and release dates and stuff like that really don't have any information to back it out, and they're just like, oh yeah, I want this game, therefore it's right around the corner. These are people that are actually logically thinking and coming to a conclusion that makes sense. Although unfortunately this rumor kind of seems to have tunnel vision and not really a full understanding of what's going on here. So once again, every time I make a video that has something to do with the release date of GTA 6, I like to give you an idea of what I think is going to happen with the release date. So if you guys have seen any of these videos, you probably already know, but I think the game is going to release in 2021. I guess I should specify, I think the initial release date will be in 2021. Rockstar is known for delaying games a long time, so it would not surprise me at all if we get a trailer later this year that announces the game. You know, maybe next year we get a release date for 2021, and then maybe it gets pushed back into 2022. That would not surprise me at all, but I do think the initial planned release date will be 2021. But again, I don't really have a whole lot of information to back that off of. It just seems kind of likely based on the rumors that we've had in the past. So let me know what you guys think. When do you think GTA 6 is going to come out? Like I said, it seems like most people think it's either going to be holiday 2020, holiday 2021, or years and years in the future. Make sure to let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comments. But that does it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys for the support. Peace out. My mother wheel takes me all over the place, and wherever I go, I'm in minds and hearts. Don't need to climb stairs when I'm climbing these charts. Lilith, Roland, the Solitude dudes didn't come to my birthday party. Rude, but they all found time to go fight the warrior. Like this, me like some.